Another game unbeaten? Can the Howe revolution continue? Well, it's only Brighton, isn't it? Brighton match preview. Welcome back to another video on the channel, Newcastle fans. If you are new, you've never been to a black and white banter YouTube video before, welcome. Please drop me a like, please drop me a subscribe. Maybe you've already got me on Facebook and Instagram. Again, if you haven't, get me on there as well. I really appreciate the support. So here we are, unbeaten. I'm losing count on how many games now, and I can quite honestly say, going into this Brighton game on Saturday afternoon, I am not scared of them or pretty much any other team in the Premier League at the moment at all. I did just say that. I can't believe I just said that, but I did just say that. I am not scared of anyone in our league at the moment. I can't wait. Can't wait to go to St. James Park. Again, a statement that I've probably said in my lifetime very few seasons. I can probably name on one hand how many seasons in the grand old age of 30 that I've said I'm looking forward to going to games. But that's where we are now. And full credit to Howe, full credit to every single player and member of staff in this football club at the moment, because we are starting to feel like we're creating something. And I think every fan is going to be walking into St. James's Park tomorrow with optimism, with a little bit of excitement, with a little bit of just happiness in the pub beforehand, because all we're seeing at the moment is players playing out the skin, players excelling in certain positions, Eddie Howe saying all the right things in his press conferences. The owners are coming out and telling us all these exciting plans they have for if, I would like to hope even if we didn't stay up, touch wood, touch every type of wood that I've, not that wood. But obviously if we do stay up, there's lots of money going to be spent. Training grounds, players. The world is our oyster, richest club in the world. Sometimes I like to just say it out loud because we forget, richest club in the world. So Brighton tomorrow, we have pulled out of that relegation zone now by a little bit of a distance. Obviously, Burnley got beat in the week, which was a nice result to see. Bit of a relief, to be honest, to see that one, just because it keeps us bubbling over nicely. If we can get a result tomorrow, we've then got, obviously, Southampton in the week, which isn't an easy game. We've got Chelsea on next Sunday, another difficult game. So I think that makes 3 points tomorrow even more important. Because if you chuck Everton in the mix as well, which is not an easy place to go, regardless of what I think of Lampard as a new manager, but having Southampton, Chelsea and Everton in the space of what, a week? That's a lot of stress on our squad, and our squad's not fantastic. Yes, we've added to it, but it's not fantastic. So this Brighton game tomorrow is huge. Brighton are conceding a lot of goals at the moment. Since Dan Burn left, we'll touch on him in a second. Funnily enough, they've conceded, I think, 7 goals in 3 games. They're not an attacking threat that I think scares me. I like Trossard, who they have. He's a good player. And our midfielders and our fullbacks will have to be on their game tomorrow. I don't think Maupay is the sort of striker to be worried about up front. He seems to miss more chances than he scores in what I've watched of Brighton. But all season I've said, if Brighton were better going forward, they'd be higher in the league because they're not very good defensively. Well, we're better going forward now and they're worse defensively. So I'm going to put that as a decent mix going into tomorrow's game. Might be the commentator's curse, who knows, but I'm not scared of them at all. I think they need to be more worried about us with all the optimism and the bubbling atmosphere that's going on in our football club at the moment. Changes for tomorrow, well, I wouldn't really make many. Dan Burn, defensively, he's the absolute brick shithouse. Has anyone ever known a 6'7" defender to be able to play the ball like he does? And the fact he's a Geordie, we are seeing that in my opinion. He's not just bleeding his own blood when he's chucking his body on the line for that ball in that 18-yard box. He's bleeding black and white, and it makes such a difference when a player comes to the club, not for money, not just for game time, because he fucking supports the team and his mum and dad are in the stands watching every game. And we're seeing that, and he's been fan-fucking-tastic since he's come in. So for me, Sean Byrne at the back, Target, without a doubt, he's been a revelation for me. Just having a left-back playing left-back's been fantastic. Is Manquillo going to be fit? I don't think Eddie Howe really mentioned him in the press conference on Friday morning, so I don't actually know, because he would come in for me instead of Kraft. Although Kraft was good against Brentford, everybody was. Having a right-back playing right-back would be preferred. Midfield, there's a lot of people still talking about Bruno coming in. Why change something that's not broken? I think I said it on my last match preview, and so it proved as we comfortably beat Brentford, regardless of that red card. Joe Linton is probably one of the most on-form players in the Premier League at the moment. Big statement, but I don't think many people who watch us week in, week out would disagree. Shelvey and Willock, along with him, they complement each other. Shelvey sits in front of that defence. We know what he's good at. He spreads the ball. Not the best in the tackle, but that's exactly what Joe Linton's for. And Willock is the man who's got an attack and goal threat, and he likes to carry the ball. Bit more skillful than the other two, I'd maybe say, but he likes to carry that ball upfield. And the three of them have just gelled together perfectly. Fraser, I saw Howe said in his press conference he prefers him on the left, but he's accommodating Maximin, but he can play anywhere. Well, keep him where he is, Eddie, because Fraser has been an absolute revelation as well. Notice I'm using the word revelation repeatedly, and that's why we're picking up these results. And Woody, just desperate for him to get on the score sheet. Desperate for him to get on the score sheet. Again, in Saturday at Brentford, he had a couple of good chances, a couple of headers saved. I think everybody wants one to just bobble off his knee, bobble off his tit, bobble off somewhere and go in the back of there, and he might go on a run. So fingers crossed that happens. Yeah, I'm confident going into this one. Like I say, I don't think they pose too much of a threat. They're going to be more worried about us. Now, Maximin, apparently he's going to be on a late fitness test. Would I bring him back in? Of course I'd bring him back in. Don't get me wrong, Jacob Murphy is better defensively. Maximin is never going to be the sort of player, similar to Ben Arfa, similar to Laurent Robert, all very different attacking players, but defensively, very the same. Yes, I'll try and put my fair share of the work in, but it's not what I want to be doing. And Maximin goes down so much that sometimes we lose a player for spells because he takes a very long time to get up. He goes down at the faintest touch, and that can sometimes leave us a little bit reluctant, on a little bit perceptive on counter attacks, because we don't have that left winger to fill in and help target out. But would I bring Maximin back in? Of course I would. There's a lot of people online saying that he wouldn't, and I've seen it in supporters groups this week. But for me, let's remember what Maximin's capable of. Let's remember what he can do to defences. Let's remember what he can bring to the table with regards to assists, dribbling, crazy shots at goal that come out of nowhere. Of course I'd bring him back in. And if he does only make a place on the bench, what a fantastic impact substitution to bring on. Is Chris Wood going to be happy about Maximin coming in? That's a different question. He's never going to play to Wood's strengths. Wood wants ball after ball after ball in the box, which Fraser's great at. Maximin is not going to put ball after ball after ball in the box. So, hey, we've all got to work in perfect harmony, which we're doing at the moment, and I'm sure Wood can find a way to work in harmony with Maximin. So we'll see. Of course I'm going for a win tomorrow. Of course I am. I'm going to be bouncing out of bed and bouncing on that Metro over to St. James's tomorrow. I cannot wait to get amongst it. War Flags has got some cracking displays up the sleeve I've seen on Facebook. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 Newcastle win. Three fucking goals I'm predicting. As always, drop in the comments. Let us know what you think the score's going to be. Let us know whether you're going to the game tomorrow, whether you'd make any changes, whether you're just absolutely loving life with things as they are at the moment. And I'll try and touch down for a match review as soon as I get in from the game tomorrow, depending whether I end up in the pub, depending what the result is. You just never know on a Saturday afternoon. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do. Make sure you shout about Black and White Banter on Facebook and Instagram. Our content on there is never serious, but it is every day. I've even gone through the trouble, I don't really like it, of getting my name on the back of this shirt, but the letters are pretty small. They did warn me in the club shop. They did warn me about the letters being small. So, hey, Black and White Banter's going global. It's on the back of shirts. It's on jumpers. It's on YouTube. We are going places. And the 3-1 result, because she's been my lucky charm at the moment, my dog Maggie, anyone who's been watching my videos, since I've got it, we've gone on this unbeaten run. So Maggie is predicting... She's predicting 3-1. 3-1? Yeah, I'll take that as a 3-1. Up the Mags.